known as unchecked exceptions. And every exception, either it may be a checked exception or unchecked exception, every exception always occurs during runtime only. Runtime only. And after that, yes, we have seen what happens if an exception occurred in our program. Generally, an exception occurs inside a method or inside a block. So let us think an example of a Java method. If an exception occurs inside a method, that method will be creating an exception object, which consists of name of the exception, reason of the exception, complete information about that exception, like in which line that exception occurred, from which method you are calling that exception method, like complete information will be there. That exception object will be sent to the JVM. JVM is going to take the help of the default exception handler. What default exception handler will be doing? Default exception handler will check if your method is having any exception handling techniques or not. If your method is having an exception handling technique, then that entire exception object will be sent to the exception handling techniques. If your method is not having any exception handling techniques, then what happens, JVM will terminate your program by printing the exception message, which is given by the default exception handler. So we are already covered this. And yes, guys, when you're speaking about handling an exception, how to handle an exception, guys, once again I'm saying you, exception handling means not removing the exception, not resolving the exception. You are providing an alternative way to continue the program execution. Am I clear with this? Please tell me. Right. Now, in how many ways we can handle an exception? We can handle an exception in 3 ways. By using try, catch, finally. I mean, what are these try, catch, finally? Try, catch, finally are blocks. Are blocks, guys. Try block, catch block, finally block. What is the use of try block, or how to use try block? Guys, inside try block, we need to write the suspicious code. Inside a catch block, we need to catch whatever the exception which occurs inside the try block. Inside the finally block, whatever the code which you have written, that will be always, it will be getting executed. As simple as this. So these are all the topics which we had covered in our yesterday's class. So today, guys, we'll be trying to go a little bit more in depth, and some key points are also there in our exception handling. All those concepts we'll be trying to cover in our today's class. So kindly please concentrate correctly, guys. Okay, now just let me remove this. Okay. Right. So guys, first I just want to take a small method, void method 1, like this. Void method 1, system.out.println. I'm just going with the 10. After that, system.out.println, I'm just going with the 20. And just one more, system.out.println 30, like that. Now just let me try to execute. Like, I just want to call my method. So let me go to my main method. Now inside my main method, new class a dot method 1. So if I execute my program, right click, run as Java application, I will be getting my output, that is 10, 20 and 30. If I'm trying to divide a number by 0, I'll be getting here, I'll be getting an arithmetic exception. Right click, run as Java application. Yes, I'll be getting an arithmetic exception. And see, in line number 8, I got that exception. Line number 7 got executed. Line number 7 got executed, but line number 9 did not got executed. Why? Because see, we did not see that 30. Are we seeing the 30 here? No. Means as there is an exception, your program got terminated. Now I want to use exception handling techniques, right? So first write try block. After that, catch block, catch block, catch block. Now after that, I'm just trying to write finally block. Finally block like this. Now inside the try block, what we need to write? We need to write the suspicious code or malicious code. Okay. So just let me try to write like this. System.out.println try block executed. And here also I just want to write system.out.println catch block executed. And here system.out.println final finally block executed like that. Okay. Now inside the try block, I need to write the suspicious code like this. Inside the catch block, I need to catch whatever the exception occurs inside the try block. Finally block, guys, generally any code, whatever the code which you have written inside the finally block, it will be getting executed. The use of finally block is to close the connections. The use of finally block is, it is used to close the connections. Means if we are trying to connect your Java program to a database, I repeat, if you're trying to connect your Java program to a database, the connections we will be trying to close the connections inside the finally block. Okay. Anyways, now just let me try to execute my program. Right click, run as Java application. Right. Now, my question is, I'm using exception handling techniques. Yes. After using the exception handling technique also, is there an exception in my program? Yes, exception is there, but is my program terminated? No, program did not terminated. Instead, program has continued its execution. Now you may get a question, sir, why we are creating an exception? Why? For example, you know that if an exception occurs, the program will be terminated. Why you are writing 0? Okay. Now, please observe here, guys. I'm just trying to write a small code. New scanner system.in. Just let me try to take a reference equal to SC belongs to scanner class. And you already know that scanner class is present in which package? Java.util package. So just let me try to import it. Import import java.util.scanner like this. Okay, imported. Now what I'll be trying to do, I will be asking the user to enter the number. System.out.println, please enter your number like this. Right now, I'm asking the user to enter the number. Whatever the number which is entered by the user, I'm trying to sc.next int. Can I write like this, guys? Now, please observe here. Right click, run as Java application. Okay. Try block executed. Now, please enter your number. I'm just trying to enter my number as 2. Observe it correctly. I'm entering my number as 2. If I give the number as 2, my output is 10. Here, guys. Right. Once again. Right click, run as Java application. Okay. I'm trying to give my number input as 2. If I give 2, okay, 20 divided by 2. And there is no exception. Now, guys, please observe right now. Try block executed? Try block executed or not? Catch block executed. Exactly. Catch block did not got executed. Finally block executed. Yes. Guys, are you understanding me? Catch block did not got executed. Okay. Now just let me try to run my program for once again. So right now I'm trying to enter the number as 0. Enter. Now try block executed. Yes or no? Is exception occurred? Yes, exception occurred. How did you know that? How did you know that? Now my question is, when catch block will be getting executed? When? If an exception, if an exception occurred, where? Inside the try block. Exactly. Exactly. When catch block will be getting executed, guys, catch block will be getting executed if the exception occurred inside the try block. When finally block will be getting executed? Always. Whether there is an exception present in your program or not, always finally block will be getting executed. The use of finally block is to close the connections. As simple as this. Now, my question, guys, we are asking the user to enter a number. Which number will be entered by the user? We don't know that. Come on, guys, yes or no? If we enter 2, fine, no problem. If we enter 0, then there will be an exception. Are you understanding me, guys? So, exception is a mechanism which is arised due to mostly whatever the data which is given by the user. If you are having an exception, you are supposed to handle that. If you are not handling your exception, what will be happening? Your program will be terminated. Is it clear, guys? Please tell me. Online students, is it clear, guys? Online students, please tell me, is it clear? Up to now, is it clear, guys? Up to now, is it clear? Up to now? Right. No, yesterday someone asked me, sir, why we are giving 0 as we already know that there will be an exception. Guys, 0, I just want to show you that. But generally that 0 will be given by the user. We cannot predict whatever the input which is given by the user. Are you understanding me, guys? Okay. Now, for example, please observe here, null pointer exception. Guys, please. Inside a try block, I have written some code. Now, after that, inside a catch block, which exception I am catching? Null pointer exception. Which exception is occurring in the try block? Come on, which exception? Arithmetic exception. Let us check. Right click, run as Java application. Now I'm giving my input as 0. I'm pressing enter. Now my question. Did I write exception handling techniques in my program? Yes or no? Yes. In try block, exception occurred? Occurred or not? Yes. Did I write catch block? Yes. Is catch block executed? No. Why? Why? Because in try block, which exception is getting occurred, guys? In try block, arithmetic exception. But in catch block, are you catching that arithmetic exception? No. You are catching null pointer exception. So even though you are using exception handling techniques, is your exception handled or not? Not. How do you know that? Guys, did we got this output 30? No. Am I clear with this, guys? So inside a catch block, that's what I'm trying to say. Inside a catch block, you need to catch whatever the exception occurred in the try block. Now, here you may get a small doubt. Sir, how do we know which exception occurs in the try block? Right now, we know that arithmetic exception, but literally there are hundreds. How do we know which exception will be occurring in the try block? That particular exception, right? Guys, let me be very frank with you. As a freshers, it is very hard to recognize an exception. Literally, I'm saying you, as a fresher, it is very, very hard to know before only which exception occurs. But you will be able to know which exception occurs only with lot of practicing. For example, sir, right now I don't know which exception occurs. Then how handle that? Right. In that scenario, exception hierarchy. Yes. What is the parent class for all the Java classes? What is the parent class for all the exceptions and errors? Come on. What is the parent class for all the exceptions? Exception. Am I right or wrong? Now, if you don't know the name of the exception, just simply try to write the parent exception. If you write the parent exception directly like exception, every exception will be handled. Whatever the exceptions which are present in your program, all those exceptions will be handled by this single parent exception. Guys, yesterday you have already written this exception hierarchy. For example, if you are going with this exception hierarchy, this exception is a parent exception. It will handle IO exception. It will handle class not found exception, clone not support exception, all runtime exceptions, end of file exceptions, all checked exceptions. Basically, any kind of exception will be handled by this super exception, parent exception. Are you understanding me, guys? So if you don't know the name of the exception, I repeat, if you don't know the name of the exception, directly you can give parent exception, that is exception. Am I clear with this? Online students, kindly please respond, guys. Online students, kindly please respond. Is it clear, guys, for everyone? Please tell me. Please, guys, please respond. Please respond. Respond in the chat. Please respond in the chat. Yes, that is great. That is great. That is great. Right. Now. Okay. Just let me try to execute my program. Right click, run as Java application. Okay. I'm entering 0. Press enter. Guys, please observe. Press enter. Is my exception handled or not? Handled. How do you know that my exception is handled? I got my output 30. Is catch block executed? Executed. Which exception occurred in my try block? Arithmetic exception. But which exception I am catching in my catch block? Parent exception. That is exception. I hope it's clear, guys. Now, my question is, okay, we are handling the exception. Fine. But what is the name of the exception? For example, arithmetic exception. Okay, you know that arithmetic exception. As I said, there are hundreds of exceptions. How to know which exception has occurred in the try block? Guys, here I'm not getting any exception information. Am I getting here any exception information? No. So how to know which exception occurred in my try block? Are you understanding me, guys? In this scenario, we need to use some methods which will be giving us information about the exception which has occurred in the which block? Come on, which block? Try block. Okay. Now, guys, please observe here. Right now, I'm just trying to use inside the catch block, system.out.println, system.out.println, E. What is this E, guys? Reference. E dot get message. What is the method name? Get message. Let us observe. Right click, run as Java application. I'm entering 0. Press enter. Now, why the exception has occurred? Why? Dividing by 0. Get message method will give you the reason of the exception. Reason why an exception occurred. Am I clear with this, guys? For example, sir, I want to know the name and reason also. Name of the exception and reason of the exception. Right. Please observe system.out.println e.toString method. ToString method. Now, just please observe. Right click, run as Java application. Now, I am entering my number as 0. Press enter button. What is the name of the exception? Why that arithmetic exception occurred? Because we are dividing a number by 0. Now, sir, I want to know at which line my exception occurred. See, right now in try block, there are only 3 statements. But when you are going with your real-time projects, there will be hundreds of statements. At which line my exception occurred? I want to know the complete information. Right. Now, please observe here. E dot print stack trace method. What is the method? Print stack trace method. Did you remember where we have used this print stack trace method? In our multi-threading, when I'm using try catch blocks, yes, I use this print stack trace method. Let us see what this print stack trace method will give you. Okay. I'm trying to divide a number by 0. Press enter. Now, catch block executed. Tell me which exception occurred. What is the reason of that? At which method? I mean, inside which method you are having an exception? Method 1. At what line? At what line? Line number 15. You are calling this method 1 from which method? Main method. From main method, which line number? Line number 32. Where it is? Line number 32. Are you understanding me, guys? So, in order to display the exception information to the user, I repeat, in order to display the exception information, how many options are there? 3. What are those? First one, get message method. What get message method will give you? Reason of the exception. What toString method will give you? Name and reason of the exception. Guys, print. Okay, just let me try to write like this. Name and reason of the exception. Exception. And now print stack trace gives complete information about the exception. Most of the time we will be using this print stack trace method. Why? Because we'll be having name, we'll be having reason, we'll be knowing at which line that exception occurred. Complete information. Am I clear with this, guys? So if you are not writing these also, nothing will happen. Your exception will be handled, but we don't know which exception has occurred. I hope it's clear, guys. It is always a good programming practice to display the exception which has occurred in the try block. Is it clear, guys, for everyone? Now, guys, please tell me, online students, up to now, is it clear, guys, for everyone? Guys, please tell me, up to now, is it clear for everyone? Respond, please respond, guys. Okay, that is great. That is great. Now, guys, answer my question. If an exception occurred in our program, what happens? Program will be terminated. Can you handle an exception? How? By using try, catch, finally, blocks. Terminology. Tell me once again, how to handle an exception? By using try, catch, finally, blocks. Inside the try block. Okay, say something about try block. What do you know about try block? Inside the try block, we need to write a suspicious code. Inside the catch block, what we need to do? We need to catch whatever the exception occurs in the try block. For example, I don't know the name of the exception. Then what I need to do? Directly go with the parent exception. What is that? Exception only. If you are writing parent exception, every exception will be handled. Okay. My question is, when finally block will be getting executed? When? If an exception occurred, finally block will be getting executed. If an exception does not occur, final block will be getting executed. Yes. When catch block will be getting executed? If an exception occurred, then only catch block will be getting executed. If you are catching a wrong exception, for example, in catch block, you are trying to catch null pointer exception. But in your try block, you are having an arithmetic exception. Will your catch block execute? No, you will not be getting, like catch block will not be getting executed. If catch block is not getting executed, will your exception handled? No. Guys, kindly please do remember, exception will be handled only if your catch block is getting executed. Now, in how many ways we can display exception information? 3 ways. What are those? First one is get message. What is the use of this get message method? It will return the reason of the exception. ToString method. What it will do? Name and reason. Print stack trace method. What it will do? It will give the complete information about the exception. Most of the time we will be using this print stack trace method. Most of the time. Get message method and toString method very rarely we will be using, but most of the time we will be using this print stack trace method. Is it clear, guys, for everyone? Do me a favor, please have this program and get ready for some more important key points which we are supposed to discuss. Please have this program. Fan కొంచెం తగ్గించు. Remember, guys, we will be writing finally block because it is a good programming practice to close the connections. JDBC connections will be there. If you are trying to open a connection from your Java program to your database, we need to close that connection. So connecting steps we will be writing inside the try block. Connecting steps. And closing code we will be writing inside the finally block. Why? Because if there is an exception occurred or not, always finally block will be getting executed. We can write Pranay, no problem. We can write. Guys, for example, if an exception occurred inside the finally block, your program will be terminated. The program will be terminated. Inside the try block, again you can write try catch finally. Inside the catch block, again you can write try catch finally. Inside the finally block also, you can write try catch finally again, no problem. Inside try catch finally, you can write any valid Java code. Write the code, write the code, write the code. Not throw, Shravanti, no, throwable. Throwable, you can write. Right. Vindhya, system.err means that is used to print error message. System.out, that is just used to print a normal message. Error message means it will be coming in red color. I'll show you, India. Just a minute. Wait for it. Okay. Is it done? Right. Guys, is it complete for everyone? For everyone completed? Okay, Vinay. One more minute. Vinay, one more minute. One more minute. Please write. Please write. Right. Okay. I hope it's complete for everyone. Right. Right. Now, okay, guys, I'm removing this. I'm removing. I'll do one thing. Just let me try to remove this exception handling like this. Now, system.out.println syso. Just let me try to go with 20 by 0 like this. Okay. Now, key points in exception handling. Please keep your side heading as key points in exception handling. Right. First point. First point. Whenever we are handling an exception, we need to maintain try, catch, finally, ORDR order. We need to maintain, try, catch, finally, order. Order, guys, order. Means, for example, try, catch, finally. If you are writing like this, if you are maintaining that order, it is valid. It is valid. If you are writing catch, try, finally. If you are writing like this, it is invalid. It is invalid. If you are trying to write finally, catch, try, this is also invalid. This is also invalid. Only one combination, guys. This is invalid and this is also invalid. If you are using try, catch, finally, all the three blocks, if you are using all the three blocks, you need to 100% you need to maintain try, catch, finally. Order should be maintained. Order, pretty much damn sure, order should be maintained. Point number two. Point number two. There should not be any statements. There should not be any statements between try, catch, finally. There should not be any statements between try, catch, finally. For example, please observe here, I'm just trying to write try block, CATCH, catch block, and just let me try to write FINNLV, finally block also. Okay, suspicious code, cut. I'm just trying to write system.out.println, try block executd, executed, and I'm just trying to write my suspicious code here. And inside the catch block, I'm going to catch arithmetic exception. And here system.out.println, I'm just trying to write catch block executed, catch block executed. And just I want to show the exception information to the user, e.print stack trace method. Okay, and just system.out.println, finally block executed, just FINALY, finally block executed. Right, now what I'm trying to say here is there should not be any statements between try, catch, finally. Between, I'm not saying inside try we are writing some statements. I'm saying between. For example, system.out.println, hi, hello. Just I'm trying to write like this. Am I getting an error? Yes. Why I'm getting an error? Why I'm getting an error? Because there should not be any statements between try, catch, finally. Try should be followed with catch, should be followed with finally. As simple as this. Am I clear with this? Online students, kindly please respond. Kindly please respond, guys. Kindly please respond. Please respond, guys. Is it clear? Is it clear? Right. Guys, you need to respond. You need to respond. Please. Okay. Now. Point number three. Inside the try block, we need to write only SUSPCI suspicious code. Inside the try block, we need to write only suspicious code. So why we need to write only suspicious code? Now, why I'm saying this, because for example, sir, I'm having a method. In my method, I'm having 100 lines. I don't know at which line my exception will be occurring. I'll try to keep all these 100 lines inside the try block. Is it possible? You can keep, that is possible, but it is highly not recommended. Why highly not recommended? Please observe here. System.out.println, I'm just trying to print today is Friday, Friday. Okay, today's Friday only, right? Okay, observe here 20 by 2, right click, run as Java application. Now my question is, in try block, is there any exception occurred? No. How do you know that? Exactly, catch block did not got executed. So okay, try block executed, 20 by 2, that is 10, and today is Friday. and obviously finally block will be getting executed, and 30 also got printed. For example, right click, run as Java application, and here I'm trying to give it as 0, 0, 20 by 0. Are you observing? Now right click, run as Java application. Question: exception occurred where it occurred in try block. Please tell me guys, yes or no? After having an exception means whenever an exception occurred in the try block, immediately the compiler will be shifting to the catch block. Is line number 13 executed? Are you observing here guys? So for example, inside the try block, if you write 100 lines of code, if you got an exception at 10th line, what happens? It will directly shift to the catch block. After the 10th line, remaining code will not be getting executed. Are you understanding me? That is the only reason. That is the only reason. Inside the try block, we need to write only suspicious code because whenever an exception occurred inside the try block, immediately the compiler will be shifting to the catch block. Immediately the compiler will be shifting to the catch block. So it is always good programming practice to write minimum code, less code, suspicious code inside the try block. Please don't keep all the code inside the try block. No. Right. Now, point number 4. Right. Point number 4. A single try block never exists. A single try block never exists. Try block should be followed with either catch block or finally block. If we are writing a try block, then 100% we need to write either catch block or final block. We need to write either catch block or final block. Either catch block or finally block. Now, what do you mean by this point? Please tell me. What do you understand by this point? For example, can I write a single try block? No. If I'm writing try block, 100% what I should write? Either catch or finally. Now my question is, guys, in how many ways you can handle an exception? 3. I mean 3 by using 3 blocks. What are those? Try, catch, finally. Is it mandatory to write all the 3 blocks? Exactly. It is not mandatory to write all the 3 blocks. You can write try, catch. You can write try, finally. Can you write catch and finally? No. No. If you are trying to write catch, 100% what you should be having? Try block. If you are writing finally, 100% what you should be having? Try block. Try. Are you understanding me, guys? Now my question is, in my program, if I write try and finally, will my exception handled or not? Let us check. Now, in my program, please observe here, guys, I am not writing catch block. Right. I'm having try block. I'm having finally block. Am I having any error? No. Right click, run as Java application. Is my exception handled? Come on, guys, tell me. Is my exception handled? No. Why? Because did I got this 30? Did I got this 30? No, I did not got this 30. Why my exception did not handle? Because there is no catch block. You can write try and finally, but if you're not writing catch block, what is the use? Exception will not be handled. Sir, can I write only try and catch? Please observe here. Right now, I'm just trying to go with now I had written try block. I've written click run as Java application. Is exception occurred? Is exception occurred? Yes. Is it handled? Yes. Are you understanding me, guys? So you can write try catch. You can write try finally. No problem. But if you're not writing catch block, your exception will not be handled. Can you write a single catch block? Single catch block? No. Can you write a single finally block? No. Can you write finally try catch? Finally. First I want to write finally. After that try. After that catch. Can I write like that? No. Order. Order is important. Are you understanding me? Please tell me, guys. Right. Okay. Now, online students, I hope it's clear, guys. Guys, online students, up to now, is it clear, guys, for everyone? Please tell me up to now. Up to now. Yes. Kirti, please wait. Please wait. Okay. Right, guys. Right. Okay. Now, next point. Point number 5. We can handle multiple exceptions. We can handle multiple exceptions by using multiple catch blocks. Yes, we can write multiple catch blocks. We can write, I'll just do one thing. Let me make it like one more point. Point number 6. We can write multiple catch blocks for a single try block. Point number 7. But we can't write multiple finally blocks. We can't write multiple finally blocks for a single try block. for a single try block. Raghuvaran, you need to wait until the topic is completed, buddy. Can you please wait? Raghuvaran, did I completed my key points? Come on, buddy. Please wait. Please wait. Right. Okay. Guys, please observe. We can write multiple catch blocks for a single try block. Okay. Now, guys, please observe here. Please observe here. Now, in my method 1, I'm having string s equal to, let me go with like Java. Guys, please concentrate. Please concentrate. String s equal to Java. Okay. Now, in the try block, I'm just trying to print system.out.println string length plus tell me yes dot length. Okay. Now, please observe in line number 12, I'm changing it to 2. So am I going to get any exception? Please tell me. No, I'll not be getting any exception. Okay. I'll just remove this from the comments also. Okay. Let me execute my program. Right. Okay. Just here, I want to go like this plus. Okay. Now, right click, run as Java application. Try block executed. Number 10. Length is 4. Okay, fine. No problem. No problem. Okay. Now, here, I want to make my string value as null. Right now, my string value is null. Right click, run as Java application. Am I having any arithmetic exception? No. Which exception occurred? Null pointer exception. Okay. Let me try to handle null pointer exception first. Guys, are you getting me? Okay. Null pointer exception. Let me execute. Now, what I want to do, before executing, I will change this to Java 0. Now, will my exception is going to handle or not? Handled or not? Why? I'm catching which exception? Null pointer exception. But which exception is getting occurred? Arithmetic exception. So, exception will not be handled and catch block did not got executed. In this scenario, I will write one more catch block. Multiple catch blocks. Now, just let me try to make this as arithmetic exception. And here I just want to write first catch block. And this is a second catch block. Multiple catch blocks. Now, please observe, right click, run as Java application. Is my exception handled? Yes. Which catch block got executed? First catch block. Why? Because here we are trying to write arithmetic exception. For example, I'll make this as null. This as 2. Now observe, right click, run as Java application. Is my exception handled? Yes. Which catch block got executed? Second catch block. Second catch block. I hope you're understanding me, guys, right? So we can handle multiple exceptions by writing multiple catch blocks. Now you may get a doubt, sir, why we are writing multiple catch blocks? For example, can we write a single catch block? Single catch block. And if we give exception, is it going to handle? Yes. Yes, it will handle. Why? Because exception is the super class, parent class, which will be handling all the exceptions. Come on, guys. Yes or no? It will catch, it will handle all the exceptions, but it is always good programming practice to catch your own exception. Which exception is occurring, you need to catch like that. So no, I will just try to catch by using exception as a parent class. You can do that. You will not be having any problem, but coding standards, as simple as this. Is it clear, guys, for everyone? Now, for example, sir, in try block, what if both I am having an exception? Right now, line number 12, you know that I'll be having an exception. Line number 13 also I'll be having an exception. Now what to do? Only one exception will be handled. What is that? What is that exception which is going to handle here? Guys, arithmetic exception will be handled. Why? Whenever the exception occurred inside the try block, immediately the compiler will be shifting to the catch block. Rest of the code will not be getting executed. Sir, then I want to execute that. Then do one thing, just try to write one more try catch. You need to write one more try catch. As simple as this. Are you understanding me, guys? So kindly please observe here. We can handle multiple exceptions by using multiple catch blocks. We can write multiple catch blocks for a single try block. We can't write multiple finally blocks. Multiple finally blocks are not allowed, but multiple catch blocks are allowed. Now, point number 8. Guys, for example, in line number 18, I'm trying to catch arithmetic exception. Can I write the same arithmetic exception in line number 23 also? Copy, paste. Why I'm getting an error? Don't say duplicate exception. Why I'm getting an error? Why I'm getting an error? Why I'm getting an error? Don't say duplicate exception. Guys, arithmetic exception is already handled here only. Yes or no, yaar? It is already handled here. So again, why you are handling? No need to do that. Are you understanding me? Now, for example, if I write exception like this, tell me why I'm getting an error. Same reason. Already arithmetic exception is handled here only. So no need of writing it again. Now, guys, kindly please do remember, whenever you are handling multiple exceptions, once again, whenever you are writing multiple catch blocks, once again, guys, very important, please listen. Whenever you are writing multiple catch blocks, please make sure the first exception should be child exception. Child. After that, parent. You need to follow the hierarchy. You should not write first parent exception. Are you getting me, guys? If you are writing first parent exception, child exception will be already handled here. You will be getting a compiled error. For example, if I'm writing like this, am I getting any error? No. Why? Because first child, after that parent. Now, can you please tell me which one is valid? Which one is valid? First one or second one? This is first one. This is first one. This is second one. Which one is valid? Exactly. Guys, can you please check the exception hierarchy? You have already written yesterday. Where is this arithmetic exception? Please check. Please check. Please check. Arithmetic exception. Where is this arithmetic exception? What is the parent exception for arithmetic exception? Please check. Please check. Runtime exception. What is the parent exception for runtime exception? Exception. Did you understand, guys? Whenever you are writing multiple catch blocks, always the first exception should be child exception. Then you need to follow the hierarchy. Online students, is it clear, guys? Guys, please tell me, is it clear? Please respond in the chat, guys, please. Right. That is great. That is great. Now, please, just let me try to write a small point here. Just a small point. We can't write duplicate catch blocks. We can't write duplicate catch blocks. Point number 9. Point number 9. Whenever we are writing multiple catch blocks, always we need to write first child exception followed with the parent exceptions. Whenever we are writing multiple catch blocks, always we need to write first child exception followed with the parent exception. Otherwise, we will be getting an compile time error. Next point. Guys, tell me one thing. Can we write a single try block? Please tell me. Can we write a single catch block? Can we write a single finally block? No. This is up to Java 1.6. Up to Java 1.6, we cannot write like this. But from Java 1.7, we can write a single try block also. That is try with resources. I'll explain you. From Java 1.7 version onwards, we can write a single try block also. From Java 1.7 version onwards, we can write a single try block also. That is try with resources. Try with resources. We will be covering this try with resources in our streams, IO streams, input output streams. The syntax for try with resources is try like this. Here we need to write resource. A single try block is also allowed from Java 1.7 version onwards. A single try block is also allowed. Next point, last point. We can handle multiple exceptions from a single catch block from Java 1.7 version onwards. We can handle multiple exceptions from a single catch block from Java 1.7 version onwards. 1.7 version onwards. What do you mean by this? Okay. Now, guys, please observe here. Okay, this is null pointer. Okay. Now, in order to handle arithmetic exception, and here null pointer exception, I'm using two catch blocks. Yes or no? Two catch blocks. Now, please observe what I will do. I'm just trying to keep both the catch blocks in comment. I'm just trying to write a single catch block. Now, arithmetic exception or null pointer exception and reference like this. Now here system.out.println from Java 1.7 version onwards, we can, or else from Java 1.7 version onwards, it is possible. Now just e.print stack trace method. How many catch blocks I have written? Only one catch block. How many exceptions I am handling? Two exceptions. Previously, if I want to handle multiple exceptions, I need to write multiple catch blocks. Just please observe here, guys. Right click, run as Java application. Is my exception handled? Which exception occurred? Arithmetic exception. Okay. For example, I'll just make it as 2. Now, right click, run as Java application. Is my exception handled? Yes. Which exception occurred? Null pointer exception. Am I clear with this, guys? Now, for example, if I'm trying to write like this, I'm getting an error. Why? You want me to write exception second? Okay, just let me try to write exception second. Guys, what is this? Or you can write first or second. There should not be any parent-child relationship. If you are trying to handle, sorry, just a sec. If you are trying to handle multiple exceptions in this manner, there should not be any parent-child relationship. Can you please check your hierarchy? Arithmetic exception and null pointer exception. Do you have any parent-child relationship? Just please check arithmetic exception and null pointer exception. No, they don't have. Actually, those are siblings for runtime exception. Yes or no? There should not be any parent-child relationship. Kindly please do remember this, guys. I hope it's clear, guys, for everyone. Okay? Is it clear, guys? All these 11 are very, very, very important key points in our exception handling. Just this is 3. Like this. Guys, I'll do one thing. As of now, as the time is not there, can I upload this program in our Google Classroom so that it will be easy for you to write also? Don't copy. Don't copy paste. Are you going to copy paste? Now tell me the truth. Guys, please don't copy paste here. Please don't copy paste. Okay. As the time is not there, I'll be trying to upload this program in our Google Classroom. Please don't copy paste. Try to write the code. Is it okay? And guys, exceptions is not completed. Not completed. And don't miss tomorrow's class. Why? Because tomorrow I'm going to show you some syntaxes. If you are giving me the correct answer for that syntaxes, then you understood exception handling correctly. All right. So by tomorrow, we'll be trying to complete our exception handling mechanism. Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Online students, I hope it's clear, guys, for everyone. Tomorrow, we'll be trying to do that, guys. Okay. And Kirti, where is your question, Amma? You asked me a question, Kirti. Sir, if we have multiple suspicious code in our program, then how all of them will be handled? For first exception, catch block will be executed, but it will not go back to try block. Then what about other exceptions? Kirti, if you are having multiple exceptions, we need to write multiple try blocks. See, for example, in our program here one exception is there, and here one exception is there. Only write line number 12 in one try block. Line number 13, go for one more. Okay, Kirti? I hope it's clear, guys. Right, Amma. Right. Go to Angular, Chinmay. Angular. I mean, both are good, yeah. Both are good. Can we use and or condition before saying this topic? I did not understand that question, Mahavir. Can you please be specific? Please be specific. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Please be specific. Mahavir. Yes, it is covered, Kiran Mai. Yes. Yes, Krishna Sai. Yes, you need to write 100. If you are having 1000, you need to write 1000 try blocks. You don't have any other option. Suspicious code. You should be writing that. Krishna, okay? Yes. All right. Okay, guys. Mahavir, still I did not understand your question, buddy. Okay, do me a favor, Mahavir. Can you please ask the same question for me tomorrow, please? Okay. Right, buddy. Right, guys. See you tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.